What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I'm back with another quick reaction of this woman who said she hasn't been with a man in an intimate way for 2 years. So I want to hear her reasoning behind it. Definitely chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the video. Here we go.
So it's been 2 years that I have not done the nasties, and by choice. In the beginning was hard, and then it got easier. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I still get little urges because I'm human, but I don't ever hear nobody talking about them choosing to abstain from doing the nasties or being celibate. So if you are celibate or abstaining from doing the nasties, drop in the comments, because I want to feel like I'm not the only one that's doing this. Like, I'm more than sure I'm not the only one that is not doing that and choosing not to do that. Because for me, it's a choice. Like, some things had happened and I was just like, you know what? I just need to take a step back. And it's ended up being 2 years. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but it ended up turning out to be this long.
All right, so what do you think about this? What do you think about women choosing to be celibate at any point in their lives? Like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that is, something that women should be doing? Do you think that maybe perhaps they thought maybe I'm out in these streets too much, or, I've been giving giving that thing to too many people. So let me just take a step back and maybe let me just try to be celibate for a while and see if that works out. Because, I hear a lot of women say this actually. She's asking the question if other women are doing this. A lot of women say that they are. A lot of women choose to do it at some point in their lives, but a lot of them don't stick to it. I think it's quite interesting how women decide to become celibate after they've, given that cooch to everybody and went through Tom, Dick, and Harry, Craig, and Steve. And then all of a sudden you get to a point where you get a feeling and you feel like, oh, let me just become celibate. Let me not do anything because I'm going to cleanse myself and start over. There are some women who even think that they can erase their sexual past and it never happened just because you said it never happened. So there's that. So there are some women who think like that. Some women who decide to become celibate. And it's usually not something that they stick to because they gotta have the D, I think as you grow and people like to talk about growing and knowing your worth, but I always thought that age comes with wisdom, and as you get older you're supposed to learn better, so you do better. But for some reason I don't see that happening with a lot of women and a lot of people in general. They get older and they still do the same things they did when they were in their 20s. If you were in your 20s and you were running around giving that cooch to everybody because you didn't know any better, at some point when do you learn that that is not what you should be doing? And not just abstain from sex just because you just one day had a feeling and you're just doing it, but abstain because it's something that you shouldn't be doing in the first place. You shouldn't be just giving your body to whoever because you feel like having somebody. Why not try to dig deep and maybe get a therapist or something like that and try to talk your issues out and try to get to the root of why you don't have respect for yourself or your body, that you're just out here giving it to people when you feel like it. And why isn't it that you don't try to prioritize stable relationships and marriage perhaps, and a man who actually cares about you more than just your body? You know what I mean? Women, you have the control and the power to do it, but it's up to you to do it. And I do understand, because I know women will say, hey, I was young and we make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I do, everybody do. But you're supposed to learn from them. That's the key right there, learning from them and not repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and thinking that if you abstain for a short amount of time or any period of time, that's somehow gonna regulate you and make you better. No, you got to get deeper than that. It's just not about that, because all you do is stop for a while and then you go back out to the streets and start all over again. So, it's just interesting when I hear women say that, because I know a lot of times they say that, but they actually still be busting it open. Say you're abstaining one day, the next day you broke that real fast, because you just had to do it. And a lot of times when women get frustrated with the situations that they're in, they'll say, oh, I'm not doing it anymore or whatever. But listen, I want to know your thoughts on this. Why do you think women abstain from sex? I want to know your thoughts on this one. Chime in the comments below. Hit that notification bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.